As AI and tech industry search, equipping young people with the right skill is crucial. Now joining us today, Aireen Omar, Executive Director of Outclass, to delve more about how to empower Southeast Asia's youth for the digital future. Hi, Aireen. Thank you so much for joining us on the C2Day Business. So we know that Outclass, formerly known as Air Asia Academy, recently underwent rebranding, offering skills development, especially tech related to a broader group of individuals. So tell us the reasoning behind this.
Hi, Alia. Good afternoon to you. Initially, we called Air Asia Academy because we were reskilling our own colleagues who were pilots, aircraft engineers, and marketers, and all that. So as we were pivoting into building more of the digital businesses, we foresee that we needed more tech talent, such as software engineers, data analytics, cybersecurity experts, cloud experts, and so forth. So we actually built this during the pandemic, and we managed to provide the opportunity for pilots to reskill and upskill themselves, and also for our aircraft engineers. So now we have pilots who can code, aircraft engineers who are software engineers, security team who are now cyber experts, and so forth. And we have a customer care happiness who became a digital marketer, and so forth. And we have a really successful story of a baggage handler who became a data analyst and left us to join an e-commerce company to be a data analyst there. So the idea was there was a lack of skills in this part of the world. And how do we build that skills rather than importing people from the US or from India and so forth? And we thought that let's build that talent pool for ourselves first. And we built together with our head of tech in various units. And we worked together with our business partner, Google, and so forth. So we started building all these various tracks, knowing full well that as we pivot into digital businesses like fintech and e-commerce, such as an OTA and our logistic business, we felt that we needed this business to be sustainable. And the next new wave of talent are from tech. Not so much of pilots, of cabin crew, but the tech and software developers and so forth. So we built Outclass. We initially named Air Asia Academy, knowing that it's Asia Academy version 2.0, building talent pipeline of tech as opposed to talent pipeline of pilots and so forth. As we open up to the public, as there was a strong demand from the government, from corporates who wants to go through what we went through, we started to rename it because we felt that otherwise people might think it's an academy for pilots and cabin crew and so forth. We renamed it to Outclass, and we built a really powerful platform where everything that you experience in a physical classroom can be replicated onto the platform, including building a community of learners and distributors, of contributors, and so forth. And we felt that we need to AI-power this platform, giving users or learners the opportunity to know if they take this course, what is the learning journey, what is the career path for them. And a job portal will be built very soon, and they could see what's the job available for them if they pick up this skill set. So we're narrowing the gap between what industry needs and what's the existing talent pool out there that's being produced by schools and universities.
Yeah. We'll see the demand is now very, very different. So, and when you see ASEAN's digital economy is growing fast and substantial. So that comes also the need of a larger digital workforce. So how do you see this condition of that? And what are the challenges meeting that digital workforce demand? Is it only the upskilling, or what about the knowing about the policy, or the do's and the don'ts when it comes to AI?
Yes, so that's definitely true. And to build that policy, we need to be well conversed and understand what does that mean in terms of AI, the application of AI and so forth. And that means it starts from school, actually. Start from university, start from an age where we can shape and mold the understanding of tech and how we use them. But having said that, we feel that education is a lifelong journey. So it should be applicable to also people who are already in the workforce and may need to improve their skill sets or build other skill sets so they can be better at their job, or even to change careers, like how we see from our own colleagues in the Air Asia group and so forth. So we do feel that this is very important, and we feel that um, there must be a platform to allow that. And how do we reach this on the most scalable manner, as opposed to building physical schools and physical training centers and so forth? And this platform that we have built, it's so easily accessible and affordable. And you can reach out to rural areas as well, so that people in the rural areas can be exposed to the topics like big data or AI or blockchain and so forth. Because education shouldn't just be exposed to the urban few population. It should be for everyone to have that access. And we build this platform for that. And it's very affordable. It's about $6 per month, and you have thousands of videos, not just on tech, but other topics like sustainability and so forth. And you could see from these courses that you take where's the light, where's the career that we can head off, what's the income uplift if I take this particular course and the learning journey that goes with it.
The prospect is really big, and in light of the rapid growth in the tech industries, especially with the the fast development of AI, what are some of the key skills that you believe will be very critical for the workforce in the region, especially for the youth?
Yes. I mean, we can say that data analytics is important, understanding data, how do you use it, the application of it, decision making around that data as well, understanding coding, because coding, people say now, is the new second language. So how do we instill that from a very young age and so forth? But very importantly is the skills as non-tech, and some people call it the soft skills or human skills. And this is the skills to communicate, the skills to build an agile team and manage your team members so that you get the right outcome and so forth. The skills to actually ensure that every team member produce the best outcome, the best performance and so forth, meaning how do you improve productivity and so forth. And this kind of things are generally, it might go through a lot of experience, but there are some areas where we could teach and open the mindset to understand how to manage the human skills in this digital world.
Oh, it's great that you point out about the human skills, because we know that in this era as well, the older generations are still there. So not just upskilling the younger workers, but what about the older workforce? What potential is there for them in ASEAN's and AI?
A lot though, and one thing that this platform can do is they can identify your learning behavior and your passion and can make that recommendation in terms of the courses that's relevant for the workforce now. So it's an opportunity for the older generation to acquire new skills. And I think in this day and age, having one skill set may not be enough, to be honest. You probably need to have other form of tech skill sets for you to go further in your career and for you to be a wholesome workforce, basically.
Okay. Hopefully that can also gap the communication gap somehow between the older and the younger generation. So Outclass is now working with the UN to boost skills related to sustainability and the ESG as well. Tell us about that, and are such specific skilling program important for ASEAN sustainability push?
Yes. So currently we have about 15 career paths, but they are all in tech. So we can be, if we have a digital marketing family job or a cybersecurity family job or a data analytics family job. But we feel that for the future to be sustainable and new jobs are being created, and these new jobs are really in the sustainability field, the one under ESGs and so forth. So we had a great partner with UNGC, where we will be working together to develop these career paths in sustainability, because we feel many corporates have need to do this, and they need to do this by a certain timeline, and they do have difficulties in knowing what to do, what kind of framework to build, what sort of talent do we need, and what kind of talent do we need to upskill if we can't find that talent currently. So that's the idea behind this UNGC partnership that we have.
All right. Now, if you could give advice or maybe tips to young individuals in Southeast Asia who are eager to enter the tech industry, pursue careers in sustainability perhaps, so what are those tips?
I believe we need to make sure that we are very familiar with what are how people are building business these days. And tech is an enabler to get them build it faster and make it more scalable, and so forth. And understanding how that application can be and connecting the dots is very important also. So which means that human skills needs to be in there. So I also would tell the young people that learning is a journey, is a lifetime journey. It's not just what you learn when you're in school or in university. There are so many things that we need to understand and how the business dynamics or the world change and so forth. And what sort of skill set that could help you be able to build a good career and also to have a good life in this day and age and so forth. So always have an open mind, and we feel it's a lifelong journey. That okay, fine, you can learn bits, bite size, and so forth, and you can learn at your own pace and your own time. And this is what the platform can do. And you could share knowledge with the community of learners or a community of contributors, of subject matter experts that we have in our platform under the hub.
You mentioned that Outclass is trying to reach people not only in the urban areas, but also in the rural areas. So how can individuals join Outclass programs? And is there any qualification needed to join the classes?
Not at all. It's for everybody. And it's as easy as going into the site. You just go to theoutclass.com and logging in. And the first thing that could prompt you is a personality test that is based on the Big Five Ocean. So for those who may not know what they want to do in life, they can take that personality test, and then they could see what are the job families suited for them. And this is great because when we were young, after school or after university, most of us don't know what we need to do or where we should be going, what's our passion, and what we'll be great at. And this personality test will guide you to that. And then you'll have a career path that's AI powered in relation to your learning behavior and your interests, and making sure that you have the right skills to get the job that you want.
All right, well said. Thank you very much, Aireen Omar, for sharing your thoughts. And thank you for joining us on See Today Business. So that was our conversation on facing the tech surge, ASEAN's youth skills for today's Business Talk. You can stay connected with us on Instagram, X, and YouTube. Our handle is at See Today News, and we're also available online at seetodaynews.com.